On the mighty Himalayas, where the sky touches ice-covered peaks and the wind howls through ancient stone corridors like the voice of nature itself, life survives under a law that has never changed. Only the strong have the right to remain. Each sunrise pours light into deep valleys, as if dividing the land into two worlds, the world of the hunters and the world of those forever running from fate. The winds sweeping across the ridges carry the bitter scent of frozen earth, reminding every creature that it is nothing more than a small cog in an eternal clock, where every moment is paid for with blood, breath, and relentless endurance. In this unforgiving land, every species carries its own story. The golden eagle rules the sky with wings powerful enough to tear through wind and cut across blizzards. The Himalayan marmot lives slowly, yet never carelessly, listening to every tremor beneath the stone. The Himalayan ibex defies gravity day after day, leaping across cliffs that plunge into endless darkness. And the snow leopard, the silent spirit of the mountains, moves through the mist like a ghost even sunlight struggles to see. But in this brutal chain of survival, no creature is allowed to keep its place forever. Every victory is nothing more than a fragile bridge to the next trial. Every surviving breath has a cost that nature will claim whenever it chooses. And today, as the sky shifts color and shadows spill across the slopes, a new spiral begins where four creatures, four destinies, and four unyielding wills collide in a storm of challenges they cannot escape. And so, the story begins. On the Himalayan plateau, where the ground is carved into shards by icy winds and the air is so thin that every breath feels like a trial, life hangs constantly on the edge of death. The afternoon sun drifts slowly over silver-gray ridges, turning the world into a frozen painting, beautiful but merciless. In this barren land, every creature accepts one truth: half a heartbeat too slow can shift the course of destiny. The golden eagle, owner of wings that slice wide across the sky, has long been the nightmare of anything small that moves below. With eyes sharper than steel and instincts inherited through thousands of generations, the golden eagle hunts not only to survive, but to enforce its dominance in a world that rejects weakness. At the foot of the mountain, the Himalayan marmot lives a different life. Small, gentle, yet never naive, the marmot listens to every vibration under the earth, every falling pebble, every subtle shift of wind, because its survival depends on reacting faster than any creature its size. But when fate draws both predator and prey together on that fateful afternoon, nothing can shield the marmot from the gaze locked onto it from above. The sky suddenly falls silent, and as the golden eagle folds its wings for the plunge, everything in the air freezes. In a place where only the strong endure, the clash to come will prove once more that the sky and the earth have never been equal. stands on a jagged outcrop jutting from the mountainside. Fierce winds whip through its dark gold feathers, shaping the hunter's silhouette into a timeless emblem of the Highlands. In its steel talons, still warm from the life just taken, the eagle stands motionless as if listening to the heartbeat of the entire mountain range. Up here, victory is not a boast. It is simply the requirement to see another day. Yet the open sky behind the eagle offers no promise of peace. Every creature here, even the apex hunters, knows that no triumph lasts forever. On distant cliffs, where mist hangs like a silver curtain, other eyes are watching, judging, waiting for the moment to challenge the one who stands atop the chain. The Himalayan marmot has left its final echo in the wind, but the mountains feel no sorrow. Nature is colder than stone, and balance survives only when a life is taken. The golden eagle knows this truth well. Even at its highest perch, it is no exception. One day, a stronger force will come for its crown, and as the sun dips behind the ridgeline, the eagle's shadow stretches across the cracked earth below. A small era ends, and another harsher, broader, and inevitable begins with the steps of the creatures still living beneath the stone. After defeating the marmot, the golden eagle glides through the sky as if the entire Himalayan range were a kingdom shaped by its wings. But this world does not bend to pride, especially when the next opponent is not a small creature on the ground but a living emblem of cliff-born survival, the Himalayan ibex. The ibex is not a creature that flees danger. It is born from danger. The nearly vertical cliffs where a single misplaced step can erase a bloodline are where the ibex finds its absolute advantage. Its long, curved horns arch like sculpted blades, and its powerful legs anchor it to ledges no wider than a human hand. If the golden eagle reigns over the sky, the ibex rules the razor-thin border between life and death. When the golden eagle circles high above and spots the ibex shrinking along the mountainside, it believes this will be yet another hunt, another triumph to secure its dominance. But the eagle cannot comprehend that the ibex battles not just predators, but gravity itself. Evening winds rise from the deep ravines, sharp as needles. The ibex stands firm, its dark eyes locked on the silhouette of wings folding for descent. In that moment, nature goes still. A hunter diving from the heavens, and a warrior rising from the cliffs. Himalaya is about to witness a rare spectacle where the ruler of the sky meets the unbroken sentinel of the stone. When the battle ends, the mountain wind shifts, sweeping fine dust across the cold, fractured ledges. The Himalayan ibex stands alone on a sliver of rock barely wide enough for its hooves. Its breath trembles with exhaustion, yet its eyes remain steady. It has survived not only an assault from the heavens, but the constant pull of the abyss below. At its feet lie the marks of the struggle shattered stone from the ibex's powerful strikes, deep grooves carved by the eagle's talons, and the empty air where the once dominant hunter lost its balance and fell. There is no triumphant roar, because the Ibex does not fight to rule. It fights to endure, and that endurance is its silent, unwavering beauty. The Himalayas remain indifferent. No celebration awaits the victor. Even as the golden eagle disappears into the ravine, the sky does not change color. The mountain does not tremble. But the delicate equilibrium among these creatures shifts just enough to proclaim that today, the wingless one stands atop survival's peak. The Ibex bows its head once, then continues along the narrow ledge where a single misstep could end the last light it sees. Yet deep in the violet fog rolling over the mountains, another pair of eyes is watching, silent, cold, and infinitely patient. A being born to command the quiet, a being the stone itself respects. The Himalayas are preparing for a new chapter where the highest predator of the earth steps into the game. Evening settles slowly over the Himalayan peaks, painting cold violet hues across the stone. The Himalayan ibex stands at the edge of a narrow cliff, its birthplace of strength, in the same place that could swallow it whole. Its breath remains heavy from the battle with the golden eagle, yet its legs stay firm upon the unforgiving rock. Instinct does not allow weakness here, not even briefly. The air turns unnaturally silent, as if the entire mountain holds its breath. Something shifts inside the wind, not the flap of wings, not falling stones, but the absence of sound itself. A void, a warning only those who have brushed against death can sense. From the thin veil of mist above the slope, a shadow forms, not with a roar, not with heavy steps, but with a presence so dense the air seems to contract around it. The snow leopard, its coat blending into the stone and its golden eyes glacial and unblinking, steps into view like the spirit of the mountain. Each step of the snow leopard is lighter than wind. No haste, no display. Only precision calculated movements shaped by generations standing atop the food chain. The ibex recognizes instantly that this enemy is unlike any it has ever faced. Not a bird that dives, not a creature that exposes its intent, but a predator forged by the very cliffs and cold that shaped the mountain itself, one that knows every crack in the stone as though it were its own veins. And as the snow leopard lowers its body and prepares to strike, the world collapses into a single boundary, the resilience of a survivor against the perfection of an apex hunter. Snow begins to fall as the battle reaches its final breath, spreading a thin white sheet over the scarred stone like a final veil over the brutality beneath. The snow leopard stands at the cliff's edge, its thick fur trembling gently in the cold wind, its golden eyes catching the last violet rays of dying daylight. Below its paws lie the remnants of the fight's scraped rock, claw marks, and a silent void where the ibex made its final effort. An effort powerful, but not enough to overcome the mountain's chosen phantom. There is no victory roar. The snow leopard does not need one. In its world, triumph is not a moment to boast, it is the natural continuation of existence. Each hunt is merely a link in a chain of violence and necessity the mountains have upheld for thousands of years. Yet beneath that silence lies a harsher truth. Even the snow leopard, the pinnacle of this frozen hierarchy, cannot afford complacency. The Himalayas keep no throne. They only allow the strongest of the moment to rise, then wait patiently for the wind to change. The snow leopard turns toward the deeper cliffs, where darkness stretches like a bottomless corridor. Somewhere within that blackness lies the next shift in the chain, perhaps a new challenger, perhaps another trial, or perhaps nature itself, always ready to erase the footprints of the one who just stood victorious. As night pours over the mountains, the snow leopard leaves the cliff with the quiet confidence of a creature that has never known defeat. No sound follows, no clear tracks remain. Only a single truth lingers. In the Himalayas, survival is not a reward, it is a vow every creature must renew, day after unforgiving day.